Hey, I'm Michael Johnson, and this is my public confession. Every time I read about some sex scandal on a college campus, I remember her, especially when I read about those who didn't do anything about the abuse or even tried to cover it up. I remember her. I'm talking about the girl who confided in me and another girl we knew in college about being date raped the previous weekend. And I knew the guy. I was friends with him up until then. He came across as this really great guy, but he forced that sweet girl to have sex with him. Me and the other girl listened and cried together. And that's all I remember. Someone I knew personally raped someone else I knew personally. And beyond hearing the story and crying with the victim, I did nothing. I didn't know what to do. But when I look back, it's really not an excuse. Because at the very least, I should have sought out the wisdom of someone who did know what to do. I should have sought out a qualified adult who could have helped that girl or gotten the girl the help she needed to work through the trauma of what had happened to her. But I didn't. As far as I remember, the three of us kept it secret. And sin in secret poisons the secret keeper. Even if it's not your sin, but sin committed against you. I know that God has already forgiven me of all my sin, both the wrong things I have done and the right things I did not do. But I pray for this girl to this day that she'll be able to forgive that guy who raped her, and that she'll also be able to forgive me, the friend who didn't do enough to help her. Do you have secret abuse or neglect you've never told anyone about? Know this, that until you forgive the sin committed against you, you cannot be free of that sin. But forgiveness offers freedom. Would you like help in forgiving? Please let me send you a short ebook, absolutely free. It's called Forgiveness 101, and it offers 5 biblical realities to set you free to forgive. And if you're that girl I was describing earlier, and you, by God's grace, just so happen to be watching this video, please hear me say again to you, I am so sorry for what happened to you. But now hear me say, I'm sorry for my inaction. I should have done more, but I didn't. And I can't change that now. I hope you can forgive me. But I also hope you can forgive our former friend. He needs God's grace every bit as much as you and I do. And God's grace is enough for all of us. I'm Michael Johnson, and this has been my public confession.